Hey everyone, Angela Phillips here, Scentsy director, and your Scentsy director. I wanted to do a video series for this month of um, basically, let's see, how do I word this? Advice and tips on how to be a better consultant. I know quite often I get asked, Angela, what is your secret? How are you doing what you're doing? And honestly, I never really know how to answer it. I still don't know how to answer it. And, back when I got asked for it in the very beginning, I remember sitting there looking confused, like, aren't I doing what you're doing? What am I doing that's different? What are you doing that's different? I never really understood that. And it took me a while to even understand that I really am doing something different. What it is, I still don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't feel like I've reached my potential. I don't feel like I am that successful. I feel like there's a lot of room of growth, a lot of room to improve for me. And I still have two more titles to get. I still got star director and I still got superstar director. So I have tons of stuff I still need to do to accomplish within Scentsy. So I never really knew how to answer this. And what I ended up doing was I went back and I asked my customers, I asked them for their feedback. And I remember sitting at work when I worked at Geico and asking them, like, what am I doing that's so different? Because I don't understand and I don't know how to explain it. And me and my neighbor, my co-work neighbor, me and her kind of went over different things that helped me and what she sees me doing and says, do it this way. And she kind of explained things to me, help me have a better understanding of how to answer this to you, as well as getting feedback and information from other Scentsy leaders that we know very well. So I kind of compiled some list for you guys, and it's going to be broken up into different series throughout this month, and that way you can go back and kind of not have to sit through a 2-hour video, because I don't really want to do that either, because I'm sure by the end of the night I'm going to look really rough if I try to do that video. So this is just my series to you guys of how to be a better consultant. This is stuff that I've gone through that I hope that you guys will watch this video and learn from it and grow from that. So have fun. Tip number one. So my tip to you is knowledge. It is so important to have an understanding of what Scentsy is, what Scentsy does, everything that Scentsy this stands for. It's very important to understand the processes that Scentsy does. I think it's truly important to understand the history of Scentsy, where they've came from to where they are now. It really is going to help you appreciate and value the company more, as well as value what you're doing in your Scentsy business as well, because you may not know the backstories of Scentsy and what they've had to go through to get where they're at now. You just know this is where they're at right now. Periscope, Heidi Norvell, do a lot of Periscope, and they share stories about things that are in the past, and I absolutely love it. I love hearing the stories of the past and things that they've had to conquer and overcome to get where they're at now. It really helps me appreciate the company more. I also think having the knowledge of your products, understanding what they have, the FAQs list that is in the resources has great information. Print those out and learn them. Understand, like, some of those questions are asked commonly and they're there for you. So instead of spending the time and asking me or going on to the group, go into the FAQ, go into workstation, resources, and then I think it's the product FAQs is the drop down on resources, and look through there. It has FAQs for the cleans, for the laundry, for the oils, for the wax, for the diffusers, everything you need. And then if it's still not in there, that's when you can go to the group. And then if nobody else knows the answer, then I can try to find the answer for you. But the point is that knowing when scents are available in certain products. It's a very great upsell technique. Knowing that Honeymoon Hideaway, somebody comes to you and says, oh my God, I love Honeymoon Hideaway. You can tell them, hey, have you tried it and any of the other products that Scentsy offers? And they're probably going to be like, no, they have other products. And then that's when you can get them and give them samples of other products they have, because they're going to end up loving it. And now you're introducing them to more stuff that Scentsy offers. So it's very important to have a better knowledge and understanding of the processes and how Scentsy is and the products and everything. That's probably one of my biggest tips, is knowing that. I know in the past it actually has happened where somebody, I'm gonna use Christy O'Connor as an example. She came down and bought Lucky in Love when I did a vendor event at Geico. This is before she signed up, and she came down to get more Lucky in Love, and I ran out. I saw apparently that was a hot scent that day. I remember everybody coming down wanting it, and so there was another Scentsy rep had another table there, and I said, "Why don't you try her and see maybe she has it?" So she went over to the table and she asked her if she had any Lucky in Love, and the consultant said, "I don't even think that scent's available anymore. It's discontinued." So she comes back over to me and tells me this, and I said, "No, it's not. It's still in the catalog. It's available in the layers." I don't know why she said that to you because it's a lie. So she ended up booking a party for me, and then a few months later she signed up. So just, kind of, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the reason why she stuck with me, but it's just the fact that here, she didn't know that Lucky in Love was in the catalog. But that's just an example. Now, of course, I'm not saying I know everything about Scentsy because I don't. I don't at all. I love talking to Angie and Marty and learning things that they do, learning things that they've went through, learning things that they experienced with Scentsy. I love hearing these stories. I'm a total sponge when it comes to that because I want to understand, where Scentsy was. I want to learn that history to see where we're going into the future. When that's just me. Julie Kavanaugh, who's also on Periscope, she's a head over IT, and she gives you a glimpse of what's going on behind the scenes with computers and with applications and stuff like that. And that's someone else that's awesome to be a part of on Periscope to have a better understanding about why they're doing what they're doing and why they updated the workstation and why the app, they just did for Scentsy Family Reunion and what they're planning on doing for that. That when she did the Periscope showing potential updates that they may do within the workstation, like this is really good information to have a better understanding about what they're doing, why they're doing it, and what we could have in the future. So I think it's very important for you to have that type of knowledge. Now, you may be wondering, so where do I find it other than the workstation and the resources? Training videos. There's tons and tons, and the training center. There's tons of videos and YouTube as well. But not just that, but your Scentsy leaders. Network with other consultants, especially ones that are more seasoned, the ones that have been there longer. They're going to have more information. They're going to be able to tell you and teach you different things that Scentsy has gone through, the changes that Scentsy has done, why they made the changes, and they're going to be able to teach you about, the older scents that were around and what they smell like. And, it's just learning to network with other consultants that have been around is very important because a lot of what I've learned is from them. So utilize that time. If you're doing a drive for 30 minutes going to work, go to YouTube, do a search, Scentsy training videos, and listen to one of them while you're sitting in traffic. Knowledge is power is what they say, and I truly believe that. Having that knowledge really helps you. I have been told many times by customers that they like working with me because they like that I'm knowledgeable in the products and what they offer, and that they would rather work with somebody and buy from somebody that has that, it is knowledgeable in their products because that tells them that you're serious about what you're doing. So that is a customer feedback to you about why knowledge is very powerful.